Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
PRB Jeannie joins us now with the story of true brotherly love.
Robert, tonight I share the heartwarming story of two brothers running for the Moreau Catholic cross-country team and how one brother made it all possible. Ryan Sathianathen's life is on a whole new path. The senior runner has traveled far from where he was just 2 years ago. It all started Ryan's freshman year when he suffered from a minor soccer injury.
Originally I thought, okay, I'll just sit back, let it recover. I waited for about 2 weeks and I was still feeling pain in the spleen, so I went to the doctors and I ended up having a blood test, and the blood test showed that my white blood cells counts were incredibly high.
Ryan was immediately rushed to Stanford's Lucile Packard Children's Hospital, where he was diagnosed with chronic minute leukemia.
You know, you always hear of these really these unfortunate stories of cancer and leukemia, and as soon as I heard it, I thought, oh no, I wouldn't be able to play sports again because I would be too physically frail. So that was really devastating for me because sports are really something that I really love to do.
So Ryan began oral chemotherapy. The symptoms were mild and allowed Ryan to continue to go to school his sophomore year, but in class, Ryan started to encounter hearing loss.
It took about a month of this hearing loss, and doctors couldn't really figure out what it was until eventually we figured out that my leukemia had mutated into a worst form of leukemia. So at that point, doctors realized that I would have to undergo a bone marrow transplant.
In order to replace Ryan's damaged bone marrow, a healthy donor who matches Ryan's bone marrow is needed. Finding a donor can be very challenging, but luckily, Ryan found the perfect match, his baby brother.
It made me feel good because I saw him in the hospital. I visited him every day for about few months, so when I found out that I can finally help him and get out of the hospital, it made me feel good that I could save his life and he can finally be free again.
The procedure was a huge success, and Ryan's road to recovery began. Ryan was released from the hospital, and he has no trouble remembering the exact date.
July 10th. I specifically remember the day because I actually got discharged from the hospital for my bone marrow transplant on my actual birthday. It made my birthday a little bit more special that year because I got to get out of the hospital.
And it didn't take long for Ryan to make his comeback.
I remember him coming back, and I told myself, that's Ryan. He came back to practice with us. He was almost back in full throttle. He was thrilled to be back. He has such a positive attitude. You could tell he missed running again.
From a boy who thought he might not ever run on a team again, to a strong leader and producer on the Moreau cross-country team, Ryan is running forward, but remains grateful for where he has been.
Whenever you have something and a gift, you always have to value it. Before I had to leave school, I didn't really understand the full value of what I had. After this year, I won't be on the cross-country team anymore, so I just really want to soak in every day, make the best experience of it.
And Ryan is doing just that, enjoying every day with his teammates, doing what he loves. For Ryan's senior year, he gets to run with his brother Johan, his bone marrow donor. Johan is a freshman this year and really looks up to Ryan, and it's just so special to see those two on the same team.
Yeah, and being a donor, a bone marrow donor, is a tough thing.
Yes,
you know, it can be very painful. So for him to do that for his brother was really
very
cool.
special.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Ryan is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be human, inspire, and be inspired.